So the other day I went to Five Below with my son and my wife. We were doing a little bit of shopping therapy after all of this craziness that's been going on with the hurricanes down here in Florida. And while we were there, I found a mini digital camera from Vivitar of all companies. I don't know if y'all know this, but I love weird lenses. I love unique lenses. I love weird cameras and unique cameras. And this camera in particular, it seemed super wacky and I had to try it. Now, again, I know it was from Five Below, right? That's where we went, Five Below?
Five Below, Five Below.
Five Below, all right, yeah, so it was Five Below. I'm so bad at remembering their names. So, went to Five Below, and even though it's Five Below, it was actually a $20 camera, but this is it. And back here, I will do a whole little unboxing of it. But yeah, it says it stores up to 100 photos. It's got a carry cord, built-in microphone, 6 filter effects, micro SD card. It says it shoots video and photo and everything, but like I need to try this out. So yeah, I'll see how this gets set up and I'll do an unboxing and we'll check it out together. You ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, can I give it a thumbs up?
Sure, give him a thumbs up. In the chill zone, right?
In the chill zone. We're in the chill zone. We have the little chill zone sign back there.
See if I can focus on the chill zone side. That's the chill zone. So the plastic that was around the edges is super hard, so I just cut that off ahead of time. But again, here's a better look at the actual camera and we'll see what's all inside. So this was just the back plate, gives a little bit more information on what is in there. Here's the charger. It is a micro USB to USB-A. There's the strap and the manual, which hopefully there's nothing too crazy to learn in there. But now, the best part, this little itty bitty tiny camera. I mean, it is insanely small. It looks like there's no way to focus. And it looks like there is one button up here with a very small display screen. Actually, it says it is a, I don't know if you can read that. It says it is a 0.96 inch display. So, I mean, it's huge.
It looks insanely cute. That little mini camera looks insanely cute.
It is super cute. Down here is where the micro SD card is and the charge port. So yeah, I will get this thing all charged up, tell you about how long it takes to charge up. Actually, let me see if I can turn it on real quick. Oh snap, it actually turned on. Oh wow, okay, yeah, so right now I can't really tell what the battery is on it, but it seems like it's pretty low. This screen is so small and there's like latency that shows you can't really tell on here. But yeah, I will get this charged up and tell you about how long it takes to charge. And whoa, look at this neat little light at the front. All right. It is cool. Now you're gonna have to forgive me a little bit because I have the settings just set to auto. I just want to get out because it looked like it was gonna rain soon and I want to see how this little thing does. But yeah, so to start, I guess let me take a video and I will put the Osmo looking right at it so you can kind of see the comparison of video quality. So it is now recording, which I don't really know what you can see on there, if much of anything. There's a little red blinking dot, and when this thing is when it's recording or taking a photo, that little light on the front kind of flashes. But yeah, so let's see if there's any kind of like video stability, see what the quality of the video is. Super unfair because the DJI, you know, it's a built-on gimbal, so you kind of expect it to be super stable. And I mean, again, this this camera is so small, I'm not really expecting a ton as far as video or photo quality is concerned. But, you know, it's just going to be interesting to see what this cheap little tiny keychain camera can actually do. And if it can do much of anything, man, that'll be fantastic. This is one of our local parks. Unfortunately, Milton kind of did some damage. Oh, here's the thing. So with the camera, after it looks like about a minute, the screen turns off. So if you hit the power/record button, it comes back on and it doesn't turn it off because you have to hold the power button for about 3 seconds for it to turn off or not. So yeah, that's where we at. Now I'm gonna just take some photos. I'm not gonna really give much to compare it to because the only other thing that I have to take photos with me right now is my my iPhone, which, you know, I already know it's not gonna be comparable. But yeah, I'll check some of the like EXIF data and see, or the metadata, and see what like resolution the photos are and whatnot. But if nothing else, I will flip the camera around and let you see what I'm taking photos of. Let's take a look, see here. The field of view isn't particularly huge. I mean, it's a decent little field of view. See these cool ibis. See if I can get a photo of these guys. It's like impossible to check composition on here because the screen is so small. What's up, guys? There we go. I'm afraid that if I'm only using one hand to take the photo, it'll be super blurry. Just because, again, I don't imagine that there's much in the way of stabilization here. And I also have no idea what kind of frame rate it's shooting at. So let me try to like lean up against this pole a little bit. Guys skating over there. This camera doesn't have any settings that you can adjust, and I also just threw my DJI into auto, so I'm not adjusting anything on either camera. But it's pretty bright right now. What time is it? It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so the sun is still pretty high up, and it's a little overcast, so it's super. Let me see if I can catch these birds. I don't have any idea if it caught any of that because I have no idea what kind of shutter speed this is at, but I'm very excited to see. Oh dude, that looks like a wood stork over there. I was gonna take a look and see if maybe there's a like how it looks in the darker areas, but there's not really anything dark out here right now. Looks like a wood stork from over there. I want to get a little closer. Yeah dude, check it out. There's a couple of them over there. Wish I could zoom in more with this. Really don't want to bother you guys. I'll see what a photo looks like with this itty bitty camera, because y'all are beautiful. All right, let's see here. And then, just for good measure, because I'm a nerd, I'm gonna use my phone on this one. Yeah, they're beautiful. It is kind of neat that this little tiny camera has a screen shut off feature, and it looks like it's about 1 minute. So to switch between photo and video on this thing, there are these little tiny buttons on the side. If you press the up button, that will cycle between photo, video, and then playback mode, so it allows you to check your media gallery. And then you have to hold the up button to actually get back to photo, but it always has to go photo, then video, then photo reel or video reel or whatever. If you want to delete something on there, you have to hold the down button, I believe, and that'll let you delete. To actually press OK, you just you touch the power button. As far as functionality is concerned, it's super limited, which is, again, to be expected in a camera that's so tiny and was so inexpensive. This area is a little bit darker, so I want to see what we're looking at for dynamic range here. And actually, while we're doing that, I'm gonna come out here and shoot from directly underneath this tree where it's kind of dark. It actually brightens up decently, so I guess there's like built-in ISO or something in here. Let's see, shooting from a darker area into a brighter area, and then coming out from underneath the tree directly in the sun. Maybe I mean, not directly in the sun because, you know, it's cloud coverage. I just want to see how bright it actually looks. This screen, with my glasses, because my glasses are polarized, I can't see anything with my sunglasses on the screen. I can still see stuff on my phone or on the DJI, and as you can see, I'm super blown out right now. Again, I got everything on auto. I didn't throw any ND filters or anything on here. I just want to hurry up and try to get out and shoot something before it started raining. There's that little like hole in the tree. It's pretty dark in there. It's pretty blown out behind. Now the SD card that came with it was super tiny, so I did swap it out for a much larger one, a 64 gig micro SD card, but I had to change it because I took, I think, 7 photos and it wouldn't let me do anything else with the old card. So I just threw the new one in, which has a much faster write speed and read speed and way bigger capacity. So maybe that'll make a difference. I don't know. Let's head on back and see what this little thing had to offer. So yeah, that's what the photos looked like. You know, I had said that I didn't expect much, but those were the worst quality photos I think I've ever taken on any camera. Granted, that was the cheapest and smallest camera I've ever bought. And in their instruction manual, there are some specifications. So it has video resolution of 1920 by 1080, so 1080. Interpolated at 30 frames per second. Photo resolution is 3020 by 2460 pixels, which, yeah, I mean, sure. Display resolution is 80 by 160 pixels. View angle of 90 degrees. Display size 0.96 inches. It does code video in AVI and photos in JPEG. The compatible memory cards can be up to 32 gigs. So even though I put a 64 gig in there, it'll only work the 32. It says microphone supported, but I don't know how you would get a microphone to work with it. There's not like a Bluetooth option. There's no jack or anything. There is the built-in microphone. But again, the actual microphone itself is right on like the grip part of the handle, so that it's very likely that you'll cover it with your fingers if you're not paying attention. There is no speaker on there. It's got a rechargeable lithium-ion battery with a battery capacity of 180 milliamp hours, micro SD port, and it says, you know, keep it in normal temperatures. It says the operating time is about 70 minutes of continuous use, which is awesome. It only took probably an hour to charge from almost nothing to full. So the charge time was super quick. I mean, you got to expect that when it's a D battery is bigger than this. A D battery is literally bigger than this whole thing. So it's very tiny. But yeah, I don't know who this would be for. It's definitely a fun novelty little gag. I wish that I'd only spent like $5 on it rather than 20. But still, I don't know. I'm gonna experiment with it some more. Maybe I can find like a good light situation, but it just, there's no detail, there's no definition in anything. Everything just blends together. It's like a weird oil painting, but I don't know, man. It's bad. The filters, it said that there's a bunch of filters on there. I did see them. I couldn't actually get the photos to take with a filter on there, but the filters they have, it's like sepia. There's a bluish hue, red, green. It's just different colors. There's a black and white or noir. And then there's an inverted. So it's just, you know, control I. I don't know. I'm going to see what else I can do with it just because it's a little tiny camera. But I mean, I don't think I've ever used a camera this bad, including like when I had my Game Boy camera. So yeah, if you dug the video and you want to see some more stuff, eventually I'm sure I'll put something out, but hit the subscribe button. I'll catch y'all in the next. Peace.